Hey, what's happening? I just wanted to cut the camera on and talk. First point, the atheism stuff, the non-believers and the inaugural address and Barack Obama mentioning the non-believers, that's big. That was very, very big to me. I yelled, a tear came to my eye. I was excited through the whole ceremonies and the concerts and YouTube when they sang In the Name of Love. But when he said that, and he said a non-believers, that touched me. That touched me. For whatever reason he did it, that touched me. And I saw online, it was getting a lot of press, which is good. Well, not a lot of press, but it was mentioned. Then when I woke up this morning, I put on MSNBC and TD Jakes was on there, and they talked about it, and then, it was mentioned, and that's all that I want. Discussion and dialogue. Discussion and dialogue. And to see atheism, maybe not as a religion, maybe not as a way of life, but mentioned alongside of the religions. When they say Christianity, Muslims, whatever, and non-believers, because we do make up a strong percentage of the population, and it is probably still taboo to be a non-believer in America. America is still strongly a religious and Christian nation, and if you know anything about the religious people, you're not going to convert them. These are some tough people. I mean, most Christians, their God died a martyr, and you can feed them to the lions, and they're not going to deny it. They are strong in faith. I don't see us breaking that faith. And I say us as, non-believers, as a person who used to battle and fight and want to convert and challenge believers. Even though I think that, a lot of the things they believe in are not logical. I really do believe that. I want them just to acknowledge us from now on. Just acknowledge that, okay, you don't believe, I do. And I think we're getting to that point in time and in society where they can at least acknowledge we exist, where there may have been a time where they said, well, we don't even want to acknowledge that non-believers exist, because we don't want our kids to know that there's that belief system even exists. Because there's a few things in my life where, until I saw it, I really didn't think it was possible. The idea just wasn't there. And I guess that's where I really kind of understood the word role model. When you see somebody doing it, you go, oh, you could do that? And it's not that you're ignorant or dumb or just, small-minded. You just don't think of it. Just don't think of it. And you go, oh, it's that simple. I could do that. And I think that once society allows non-believers to be acknowledged, and that is a belief system of people and a possible belief system, that kids coming up are going to look and they're going to make a decision. They have the internet. They're pretty much free to believe whatever they want now. Back in the day, I was forced to go to church. I was indoctrinated with religion. It was put in me, but my parents weren't as strict as others. I've seen other parents and other families where you're going to believe whether you wanted to or not, and it's instilled in them. And it really wasn't instilled in me, even though I had a very, very, I wouldn't say religious upbringing, but I was around religion a lot. From even in high school, I went to a Catholic school, so I was exposed to Catholicism and, Baptist church. My father was a Methodist, and I was baptized. But anyway, but I was never really, told that you don't have to believe if you don't want to. It just wasn't mentioned. Just wasn't a consideration. And that leads me to something else about believers. I was having a conversation with someone, via email. And I guess this goes along with the idea of never thinking of it before. And they brought up the idea of taunting them. I'm not saying that I was taunting them. I don't think it was, I'm not saying that it's possible for me to even taunt them, because their convictions may be so strong. I'm not questioning the convictions or anything. What surprised me was that I never realized that believers can be taunted. It never dawned on me. I always thought that it was us atheists and non-believers who always picked at and taunted and persecuted. But I never really thought that as a believer, as a non-believer, I can actually taunt a believer. you know, where they may or may not feel insecure about their beliefs, or I didn't think it was possible to taunt them. It just didn't dawn on me till like 2 days ago that you can actually taunt a believer. And I think that may be just as incorrect or just as unproductive as atheists, as them taunting us, or atheists taunting them. There's a lot of people out there who use different, they use different ways to express their atheism. A lot of people are angry. A lot of atheists are very angry, and I can understand that. And they have a lot of anger, and they want to be aggressive. You know, the younger kids, they just want to go out and just, you know, do away with religion, period. You know, just get rid of it. They just can't stand to hear it. And I kind of was like that, maybe not to a strong degree, but I kind of was like not tolerant of it. But now as an atheist, where I'm at now, because, you know, the atheist walking video, and I'm able to express myself and live the life that I want to live, I can live alongside religion. I have no problem being an atheist, living alongside religion, even if they didn't acknowledge us. But now that it seems like we're getting a little bit of acknowledgement, you know, that's pretty good. And it, like I said, it never occurred to me that we can actually taunt believers. You know, that maybe we're taunting them. Oh, you're thinking, look, you're believing in something primitive. Look at that old-fashioned, you know, primitive belief system. You know, and it may actually taunt them.